about to have a really good story. So we probably won't be doing anything out here today, but let's go on inside and we're going to talk about a story I seen online. Boy, not too long after I went inside, it started raining like this. It's a pretty good one. I think I need to clean out the gutters a little bit, but it's raining pretty good. Staying dry there, Ebony. I don't know where the other one's at. Probably hiding in the barn. Alright, I guess I'm going to park myself right in front of this Ford tractor sign right here. We'll have a little talk about something that I seen in an article. Kind of interesting subject because here lately, electric tractors has been kind of a toss-up. Some people like the idea, some people don't. Some people think it can never replace diesel. And whatever your opinion is on it, you can leave it in the comments below. That's fine. But that's really not really the subject what this video is going to be about, although I do think they're going to start seeing more and more of them as technology improves. And so with that being said, I don't know if anybody's seen this article. I ended up having to read a couple different ones to get full truth to it, because the first article I seen from CBS was a little misleading, because it said it talked about, and the headline was electric tractor caught on fire. It might not have been the exact headline. I'll find it and put it up there for you. It really wasn't a tractor after I started reading a few other articles. To come find out, because some people was calling it a forklift, some people was calling it something else. You look at the videos, it was a skid steer. It was electric skid steer. Which is something I hadn't really heard a whole lot about, the electric skid steers. I didn't know they existed. I knew they'd been working on electric tractors. He had a Select Track that's been around for a while. I'm not sure if they're even still a company or not, but you got Monarch and a few others, and some of the bigger companies are starting to invest in the electric technology and stuff. And I'm not here to kick on that or whatever, but it is a little bit concerning when something like this happens, because we see in the automotive industry a lot with electric vehicles. One of the issues, usually something happens where they end up telling you not to park them in the garage because of risk of fires happening and stuff. And I'm wondering if it's going to be the same situation with these electric tractors coming up. I know they're really appealing to people who probably trying to go off grid, because you can get set up on solar power setups. You can charge them from the solar power panels and stuff, and not use not have to worry about paying for any type of fuel other than the price of your solar panels and the batteries and stuff like that. But in the article, they ended up having to evacuate some houses and recommend other people to either shelter in place or maybe go away for a little while because of the toxicness of the batteries that were on fire. Because the type of batteries they were, well, let's just say they were lithium-ion batteries. That's not really something you want to get in the atmosphere. And I got a feeling as we progress technology-wise and you start seeing more and more of these come up, it's going to be more of a problem. I'm not knocking electric technology. I think it's going to get better as time goes on. I just don't think that time is now for them to really start taking over. Obviously, they don't have the ability to take place of the diesel engines and stuff, and they're really not that, say, user-friendly for those who are doing heavy work. They're all right for people doing mowing and stuff. Probably all right for a place like this where we're at, because we don't really use our tractors that much, mainly just for occasional mowing job, and we don't have a lot of property to mow. Something like that would probably be fine. But you got to consider, the more heavy work you do with, and the more the batteries are going to drain, the less you're going to get out of those. And then from the environmental standpoint, what do we do with these batteries when they go bad? The diesel and the gasoline, it burns up, when we use it. These batteries, when we go to replace them, they got to go somewhere. And it's not something you just want to end up in a landfill, because what's going to happen is it's going to be worse off than if we're just sitting there burning diesel and gasoline. So I think something else is going to have to take place. I don't think we're going to be able to use the same type of batteries we've been using. If the technology improves and they actually start pressing people to use this type of technology, they're going to have to come up with a different type of battery or something that's not going to be so toxic to our atmosphere. And no, I'm not an environmentalist by no means. But I do have a little bit of concern, because this land that we have is the only land that we got. So we need to be very good stewards of what the Lord has given us. And with that being said, right now I think the older technology is better for what we have. And cases like this, like I said, when that thing caught on fire, they had to evacuate. Now, when was the last time you heard them having to evacuate houses when a tractor or a hay baler caught on fire? It don't happen. You stay away from the heat and let it do its. Hopefully, fire department or either fire department get it out, or farmers got good access to some fire extinguishers to get it out in time. But you don't ever see evacuations happen in those cases. But when you got a lithium-ion battery and it catches on fire, what are we doing? And as farmers, we're here to try to nurture the land anyway. We're here to make the land usable so we can grow food for future generations and stuff. And what are we doing when we're using this type of technology that's supposed to be better for us, but in actuality it's not? I'm not trying to get political here. I try to keep politics off this channel. But this is a subject that's coming up, and we're going to start seeing more and more of it. And I do believe we're going to start seeing more and more electric tractors. But the thing here is not would you buy the electric tractor, but are they ever going to set them up to where they're going to be more environmentally friendly, or are they going to continue to be more wasteful and press the propaganda that we need to buy those instead of the diesel and the gasoline tractors, which now you can't hardly get a gasoline tractor unless you buy used. But actuality, the ones using the diesel and the gasoline, honestly, it's better for the environment. So you guys comment below, tell me what you think. Would you buy one of these tractors? Would you take the chance on having to deal with the battery when it's time to dispose of? Even when the battery gets old and you have to change it out, do you want to actually deal with that and put that into the ground somewhere? Or would you rather have an old-fashioned piece of equipment that you don't have to worry about doing that, you just let it burn up in the atmosphere? Let me know in the comments what y'all think.